So, democracy. Who has guessed for the word democracy? Jessica?
That's that same word in Michael Morris. I mean, it's a democracy, in the state.
Yeah, so it's kind of like government, right? In the state.
Is that 2 R's over there?
That's the other word that we're gonna do, but yeah, that's the vocab word.
Okay, in the 2 R's.
Yeah, NARRATOR. So a democracy, Jessica had a good guess. So it has something to do with the state, all right, or government. Anybody else have any guesses?
Representative.
What?
War.
War. Okay.
That's all I'm putting for the answer.
Everybody put a guess down right on your sheet.
What is it?
We just guessed.
A representative. Good.
Democracy?
Democracy. Just put a guess, whatever you think it might be.
A word.
What do you think it is, Jeff?
There's the word.
What do you think democracy means?
Like
Have a guess? Do you think it has something to do with the state, or
Oh, no, that's tricky.
it's a tricky one? Yeah, it's kind of a harder word. All right, so here's your definition. This is a form of government. I will move in a second, I promise. In which people choose leaders
Oh, right, WD.
by voting.
WD had it right.
I had some of that part right.
You did! I was impressed. Have you guys talked about anything like that when you guys do the news in the morning?
No, in middle school.
Oh, in middle school? Okay. Yeah, we learned a little bit about democracy, but
What right there?
right on this one, with the definition of the vocabulary word. It's just like the other sheets that you guys have done.
Middle school. Oh, days that
You do miss it? Oh, I was going to say, most people don't miss middle school. But, so why do you guys think that democracy, this is an important word in the book, based on the definition? It says, this is a form of government in which people choose their leaders by voting. Is there a vote in the book? What do you think, Jeff? Is there a vote in the book that they do?
I think so.
You think so? So they vote, remember, on songs and the name of the concert. Alright? So they do some voting. And the people choose their leaders by voting. The people meaning the students in the book, okay? So that's why we have this word. So everybody get that copied down. And once you're done, we'll do narrator. Narrator, yep. Well, you still gotta work on it. Just put a just copy that down, just like everybody else. You can do it. If you don't have a pencil, go grab a pencil and then just go copy them down. No, just Adriana, you gotta go get your own pencil. You can do it. You gotta go get your own. You gotta participate. Everybody else is, alright? Does everybody have it down?
I'm a
Narrator.
Like I wrote a book about narrator, like writing a book.
Kind of, that's a good guess. Write that down. I want a guess for narrator. Does anybody else have a guess? Adriana, what's your guess? What do you think narrator is? You don't know? What about you, Jessica? What do you think?
Narrator is a person that explains the story.
That's an awesome guess. Awesome. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys the definition that I have. So this is a
It's in
person
play. Two. It plays two.
who speaks
And
in accompaniment that's a big word, of a program. So a program meaning like a play or a book.
See, told you I said that.
Isn't it in?
Accompaniment, that means like
On the ice right here.
you're kind of like the accompaniment is like, say in a play you would have a piano, or you would have like a song. Say you have a song and then a piano plays during the song, that's accompaniment. So it just means that the narrator is talking during the play. So that's what accompaniment means. Oh, I can't even write today. I'll grab the eraser in a minute. You guys know when you're writing what you think and you don't even pay attention to it? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Or what you're talking about. In accompaniment.
I can't see.
Here, I have it on here too. Right there. Yeah, sorry, I try to write on both sides, but it doesn't work very well.
Adriana, come back here for a second. Come here for a minute, hon.
Does everybody have that down? Yep, just those two for today. Once you're done with that, you can flip it over, so then you're not writing any more on it. You don't need that anymore, just put it to the side or flip it over, alright? And then everybody can open up their book
Cheers.
to
Back, Bertha.
page 131, I think it was. 131.
Hold up here.
Here you go. Sorry, I was hiding under there.
What's been going on?
131.
I've been feeling good for quite a long time. I've been feeling good for a long time. What's going on?
Accounting, good. You want to read?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you said. Let's wait for Jeff one more minute so he can get that down and then we'll start.
Everything feel okay at home? Anything like it sleep or is it bring great
So I'm going to be asking you guys questions while we're reading, okay? And I'm just going to call on random people and I'm going to ask you because we're just going to play like popcorn today. Alright? I'll just ask you a question. If you don't get it, that's okay. You can just say, oh, I don't know. And then we'll move on and we'll help you guys out. Alright? So, start it for us, Daniel.
Splash some water
On
on
Friday, December 10th, number 9, Hart delivered the election results to the rest of the voters. The 36 nominated songs and activities and faced the popular vote. Democracy itself had worked hard perfectly, so democracy wasn't the problem. The problem with the 74 kids casting 6 votes each. Each there had been a total of 444 votes. If each of the 36 different ballot choosers had been equally popular, then they would have been gotten an equal number of votes, a little more than 12 votes each. But of course, it hadn't worked that way. The 3 biggest winners, Frosty the Snowman, Deck the Halls, and Old Little Town, the
Bethlehem?
Bethlehem, had been extremely popular, and all together they had taken 181 votes.
Remember those 3 songs, guys. You'll need those later. Remember those 3 songs. Keep going.
The next 3 winners, Jingle Bells, I Have a Little Dreidel, and We Wish You a Merry Christmas, have been quite popular to talking another 96 votes. So after the top 6 items had drawn 277 votes, the 30 other possible choices were left to split up. The remainder was 167.
Awesome. Okay, so who would like to read next?
Me.
Alright, sounds good.
If of the 13 remaining ballots choice is have been equally popular, then each would have gotten between 5 and 6 votes. And this is an interesting point. Most of them did, and since most of them did, that meant that the last two highest votes getters didn't have to get very many votes to win. One got only 11 votes, and one got just 9 votes. And the last two winners were the Nutcracker Ballet, Dover and Carol Preston's card trick. There was nothing to argue about. Democracy had run its course and numbers told the truth, but numbers don't account for Felix, Carol, Preston, and Shannon and Olivia and the friends who had voted for them were happy, so about 15 kids were thrilled with the results. The rest of the kids, of course, weren't sure how they felt.
Good. All right, so let's see, Ashley. Who are the three people that were happy with the results of the vote?
At the top, the voter.
The three people. There are three people listed at the bottom of 132. They were happy about the vote.
Carl Preston, Shannon, and Olivia.
Good. Carl, Preston, Shannon, and Olivia. Those are the three that are really happy with the vote because they got what they wanted. All right?
And for Tom Denby. He was sure. He stood up and said, I move that we have another election. Nobody wants to see some lame card tricks. But Art said yesterday about this not being a talent show. That's right. And that's stupid dancing. That stuff makes me gag. So I say we vote again.
Good. So Jeff, what does Tom Denby want to do? What do you want to do in that paragraph right there? Right here. What does Tom Denby want?
Stand up and he said, I knew that he had legislation, nobody wants to see a playing card trick.
Good, yeah. He wants another election, right? And he doesn't want to see the lame card trick in the chorus concert. Good. You want to keep going or you want somebody else to read?
I want to keep going.
Awesome.
Only idiots don't like ballets, so let's take a vote on that. Everyone who thinks Tommy an idiot, raise your hand and say, idiots! A dozen girls waved their arms and screeched, idiots!
I feel like I can say that.
The room exploded like a grease fire. The girls began chanting, idiot, idiot, idiot. Nuh-uh. You're the idiots, and even if you had talent, ballet would still run. Idiots, idiots, idiots. Almost having a shout of Allison said, do we really want to have a card trick as part of the concert? A card trick. I'm with you, called Ed. Card tricks are for losers. Say who? That was Carl.
Good. So why are they all being rude to each other and calling each other idiots? I mean, we shouldn't do that in school, right?
Because of this card thing.
Yeah, because of this card trick. They're all mad over this one little card trick, and now they're calling each other idiots, which is not right.
I'm
But
not done yet.
it's kind of funny that we're reading it, but we wouldn't normally do that. All right. So I want another reader. Somebody new. All right, JT.
Faith me, oh yeah. Yeah, shut up, make me shut up. No, you shut up, idiot, shut up, you're above the snapping flame, time never. What trying to get hard, touch your heart, eat. The devil is still in the show, right? Hey, heart to heart. Devil is okay, right, heart was, what was it?
Paralyzed?
Paralyzed. The election had been completely far, and now that anything he said would only make people the noise in the room made it impossible to think. Hart looked over at Mr. Marnette, and he couldn't believe it. The guy was sitting on his desk, plainly looking out the madness in his classroom. It seemed like he didn't have a care in the world. Hart even thought he saw a smile. Mr. Marnette turned and caught Hart when the teacher smiled and shook.
Sure.
Hart did not see the
Humor?
humor in the situation. Mr. Marnette said that, oh no,
Saw that in immediately.
the expression on his face, Hart kept looking at him, and then Hart raised his eyebrows, moved his lips from me, like word. And Mr. Marnette got the message. The word was help.
Good. So what was the word that he says right at the end?
Help.
Help. Why does he need help?
Because it's out of control.
It is out of control in that classroom. Did you have something to add?
Nothing done.
Alright, so then, here's my next question for you. Look back at page 134. It says, Hart was paralyzed. Hart was paralyzed. What does paralyzed mean?
Like you can't move it.
You can't move.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed because he's in shock, kind of. Why would he be in shock?
Because of all these arguing flames.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Did you have something to add, Jessica?
Well, ask you, how was he paralyzed and you didn't talk about it in the story?
Yeah, I mean, what they mean by paralyzed, they just use it as a descriptive word to just say how Hart was feeling. But he's feeling like he can't move. He's just shocked right now how this is going. He thought that the election was going to solve everything. So that's why they say the word paralyzed. So then, my last question is, so what does a narrator do? Because they talk about a narrator a lot in this chapter.
Like they tell us what happens in the story.
Exactly, good. Alright, so we can move on to chapter 18. I want another reader. Jeff? Go for it. We're on the top of 136.
Mr. Manning, walked up until he stood in front of the front. I was bumping against him and previously in the first row of 40 distance. He raised one hand over his head and invaded Mr. Manning doing anything
Unusual?
unusual these days, so everyone noticed him right away and less than 15 seconds. However, Charlie is stopping and showing into their lesson gave his hand down. Mr. Manning said, "Thanks, I just wanted to ask a question. Where did the name whether
Winterhope?
Winterhope come from? Raise her hand, Mr. Manning pointed, and she said,
Cirque du Soleil.
she made it up because she could.
Oh, because when Cirque du Soleil makes a new show.
Make a show name. They always gave it a special name to that. What Austin did, we will all like and decided to call it Winterhope.
Good. So, who came up with the name Winterhope?
Allison.
Allison, good. Awesome. So, so she came up with it, not Mr. Minor, but she did. Alright, who wants to keep going? Let's have somebody who hasn't read yet. Ashley, you want to read? Starting at, or your throat's been reading it. If you want to, you can.
I can.
Okay.
Which one we are?
137, top of 137.
But their name is so, said Mr. Murray. What does it mean?